From home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Atlanta Braves. Arizona find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Scott Kazmir gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He comes in hitting over .340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
Standing in, Ketel Marte. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here. 0-1. just underway from SunTrust Park.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
1 and 2.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And that one just missed outside. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman's got it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
A swing and a miss and a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in the shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Ahmed. And there's 1 away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 0 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Towards second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He'll enter play here at 323. 24 home runs, 57 runs batted in. The 0-1 on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. Hit back toward the mound. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up to the plate, Jake Lamb.
Leading off for Arizona, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Missed with a slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Ready on 1-2. This is lifted out to left. Adams is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
there's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's Gerard Dyson, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's take a look at Ender Enciardi. The name of his game is speed. Covers a ton of ground. Great arm in the outfield. Ability to play Gold Glove caliber.
At the plate, Steven Souza, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Swanson is there. 2 down.
Batting 7th, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
In now, Nick Ahmed. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. This will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And there's one down now.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Schimpf. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Pollock's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting 7th, second baseman, AntDogg1963's.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. First pitch of the at-bat. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Albies is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an out.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to Cobb County, Georgia for baseball on MLB Network. 3rd inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Alex Avila will start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Nope. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Robbie Ray. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Hit on the ground to third. Schimpf picks it up. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollard.
Striding into the box, A.J. Pollard. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, he was over in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Started that swing a bit too early. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Albies brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Stepping in for the Braves, Lane Adams. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Souza has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. So with 1 away, it's time to give you a good look at the standings out west in the National League as you see where the Diamondbacks sit entering play here today. Now to the plate, Scott Kazmir. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The 1-2. Soft liner towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Here it comes on 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Braves strand one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. First pitch of the at-bat. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And that's taken for a cold strike two. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Goldschmidt gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ripped down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right up to the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
In now, Gerard Dyson.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Oh, and he misses it. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
The 0-1 delivery. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top 2 speeds thus far. So striding forward now, Nick Ahmed hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Throw is up the line as it gets away. First delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Ball 1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Grounded to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
He grounds it sharply to third. Schimpf scoops it up.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Diamondbacks lead this one 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. To his left, Lamb. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors thus far for the Braves in the ballgame. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. A swing and a ground ball to third. On the first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little dribbler down the line. Lamb gloves it, and he'll get in there safely.
Boy, frustrating from a pitcher standpoint right there. That swinging bunt, almost a perfect swinging bunt, made it field by the third baseman.
Yeah, grown man hit that ball, Dan. Without question, grown man hit that ball. I can't begin to tell you, though, how tough it is for a third baseman to come in, bare hand that off the grass, and be able to put a strong throw to first base.
Hey, what does it feel like when you get to first after one of those swinging butt knocks?
Oh, man, get you some.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Swanson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Tapper up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. He's running. Again, he sends it out of play. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still even at 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he's off for second. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after. Striding in, Robbie Ray. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider's in for a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now here it comes. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, A.J. Pollock. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Ground ball right side. Albies picks it up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 4, second baseman,
and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. As a look, now the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Pollard rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as they move on top 4-0. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The runner was moving on the pitch, so when he blisters this thing into the gap, he's going to score easily. What wasn't so certain was if the hitter was going to have the wheels to get to third. Well, he answered that question, and he has an RBI triple.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and it would appear that Scott Kazmir has thrown his final pitch here this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Grant Dayton, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. One out and a runner on third. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
From the stretch. To short.
Swanson scoops it up.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Jake Lamb standing in now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. 2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Braves nothing. In now, Ryan Schimpf. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And it's 1-1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Into the box, Lane Adams. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second.
Marte has it.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Gerard.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the left side. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Standing in now, Steven Souza. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Dyson aboard here at first with nobody out. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Ready for another shot now. Nick Ahmed. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. From the stretch, Dyson off for second. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. step off the rubber and go to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Runners on first with one down. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 down the third baseline. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila. Pitch on its way to Avila. No balls and 1 strike. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Danny Santana is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Danny Santana.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Still without a home run and a dozen RBIs.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-1 the count. Popped him up. Avila moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ender Inciarte. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. A hit in. Two tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back here at SunTrust Park, we're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Lucas Sims is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50, Lucas Sims.
At the plate, Robbie Ray, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Pitcher, Robbie Ray.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 11, A.J. Thomas.
Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A wave and a miss. Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. Adams is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone
The
now.
batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Stepping in, Ketel Marte. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Dyson. 1 away.
The catcher, number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
So 1 gone in the inning now for the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. The 2-1. Lined into left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Suzuki leads off first with 1 away. 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Suzuki is on his way home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf, as he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. Ball two now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Started that swing a bit too early. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as the first pitch here a bit high. It's ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Two out here and a runner at second. A strike, and it's 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with two out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Ranging back is Dyson. Gone! So a 3-run blast is straight away left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Brad Boxberger takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Brad Boxberger.
Charlie Culberson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
16, Charlie Culberson.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Now this one's crushed. Left field line.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Here it comes on 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Braves 4. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these two guys stack up against one another. So Arodys Vizcaíno gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the eighth.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2 and 2 to the Arizona third baseman.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Gerard.
Ready for another chance? Gerard Dyson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1 and 1. The 1-1 to 1 and 2 now. The 1-2 swing and a little tapper that goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2. A sinker that misses for a ball. The 2-2. Offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder,
as he rips it on the ground to second.
To second for one, back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Fernando Salas enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
57, Fernando Salas.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hit hard up the middle. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line drive to center field. Pollock is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. 1 left for Atlanta, and the deficit holds at 5-4. So coming to the plate, Steven Souza will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch. Pitch misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a slider taken in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. A ball and no strikes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 1-1 is a fastball swung on and missed.
1-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Archie Bradley comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 25, Archie Bradley.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's a .333 hitter. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Souza is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman, Ryan Hayes.
Now batting, Ryan Schimpf, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Now in the box, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
And they'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score.